Ireland in the early 20th century was a land of simmering unrest. For centuries it had lived under British rule, its Gaelic culture suppressed. The struggle for Irish home rule was a dominant theme in Irish politics. The Easter Rising of 1916, a brief but bloody rebellion in Dublin, proved to be a turning point. The rising and the execution of its leaders ignited a firestorm of Irish nationalism. The Irish Republican Army emerged, committed to achieving independence through armed struggle. The Anglo-Irish War was fueled by a complex web of political, social, and historical factors. At its core lay the deep-seated resentment towards British rule and the desire for self-determination that had burned within the Irish people for generations. The denial of home rule, promised by the British government but repeatedly delayed, further inflamed Irish nationalist sentiment. The Irish people had long felt treated as second-class citizens in their own land. Discriminatory laws and policies limited their economic and political opportunities, while absentee landlords, many of whom were British, controlled vast swathes of Irish land. This sense of injustice and inequality fueled the flames of rebellion. Moreover, the brutal British response to the Easter Rising, including the execution of the rebellion's leaders, served as a potent rallying cry for Irish Republicans. The heavy-handed tactics employed by the British government during the war, including the deployment of the notorious Black and Tans, further alienated the Irish population and solidified support for the IRA. The Anglo-Irish War, fought between the forces of the British Crown and the Irish Republican Army, was a brutal and bloody conflict that raged across Ireland from 1919 to 1921. The war was characterized by its guerrilla tactics, with the IRA launching surprise attacks and ambushes on British forces before melting back into the civilian population. One of the most significant turning points in the war was the Bloody Sunday massacre in Dublin in November 1920. Following the assassination of British intelligence agents by the IRA, British forces opened fire on a crowd of civilians attending a Gaelic football match, killing 14 people. The massacre sent shockwaves through Ireland and further galvanized support for the IRA. Another key event was the introduction of the Black and Tans, a force of ex-servicemen recruited by the British government to bolster the ranks of the Royal Irish Constabulary. Known for their brutality and reprisals against Irish civilians, the Black and Tans became a symbol of British oppression in Ireland, further fueling the cycle of violence. Section 4. Faces of Defiance, Leaders and Fighters. The Anglo-Irish War saw the rise of numerous figures who would leave an indelible mark on Irish history. Michael Collins, a brilliant strategist, emerged as a key leader of the IRA. His cunning and organizational skills were crucial in the IRA's guerrilla campaign. Éamon de Valera, president of the Irish Republic, helped garner international support. General Sir Neville Macready directed the British war effort in Ireland. Section 5. Shaping a Nation, the War's Legacy. The Anglo-Irish War, though bloody, paved the way for Irish independence. By 1921, both sides were weary of the conflict. The signing of the Anglo-Irish Treaty in December 1921 ended the war. The treaty granted Ireland dominion status within the British Commonwealth. However, it sparked a bitter civil war between treaty supporters and opponents. The war's legacy shaped Ireland's political landscape and national identity.